Awesome, there we go. Just need to adjust some volumes. That should be good. There we go. Awesome. So, put in a little bit of work off stream. Mainly just doing a little bit of concrete work in the pits. As I've noticed, these zombies are kind of like tearing up the walls because they can break through that stone super quick. That's not good. And that's going to be kind of like my off-stream project that I'll be working on. I think I've done quite a bit of digging as it is on stream. But yeah, I just need to go back and pick up the iron bars that I started yesterday. Those should all be finished up. And that'll allow me to place the last few on top. And that portion of the base will be finished. I think the next thing I'll be looking at is doing the spider defenses. Basically, I need to just put a lip around the whole base so that if any spiders come in, they will not be able to like just crawl up on top of the base and be hanging out up there. Hey there, Star. How's it going? Did your name change again? Oops. I still need to finish this up here. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do with the top of the base there. Right on. I'm glad you were able to get it fixed. Let's see, I'll just have a bit of stone and iron. This is basically just the stone and iron I got from digging out 2 of the pits and adding in the walls. Oops. While I'm in here, I need some more iron. Man, I can't believe I've burned through all of the iron I had. That's so much. Just like these iron bars are 100 iron apiece. Adds up really quick. I think I've put up about, I don't know, probably a little over 1,000 after I put these ones on. It's a lot of doing. But yeah, this box was like mostly full at one point. And I've actually stopped concrete production for the time being. I think I may have enough. Oops, forgot to put the sand up there. Okay, 3 minutes left on that. That should be done. But yeah, like I've got a bit more in here, and I have a ton of concrete over at the build site. So I think I finally will have enough to finish everything up. Hello, Christine. How's it going? Hey there, game time. When am I starting from scratch? You mean like starting a new game? Or starting this build over? Oops, wrong box. Oh yeah. Well, I'm sure that you'd always be down to help with the TNT. What am I looking for? Oh, repair kits. Okay, that should be good. I'm gonna see how much more scrap iron I need. I'm sure I'm gonna need a lot more than this. But I also need to start making more steel. We'll see. I'll just kind of let this stuff smelt for now. But really, I just needed to come grab these bars so I can finish up the top of this base. Oh, come on. It's like every time I come over here, we have a like wandering horde that wants to come through. Well, I guess they can just like hang out by themselves. So I got building to do. Ooh, looking at chat, can't drive. Oh man, but yeah, I'm getting pretty excited. But I have been kind of thinking that this might be my last build on this save file. Like, I have done a ton of stuff on here, and it's been a really long time since I've, started a new game. And I think it would be a lot of fun to kind of like go back at it again. New map, like fresh start on everything. We'll see. Oh yeah, I need to remember to cut those down before too long. I've been using up a ton of the wood and keeping those forges running non-stop. Yeah. Hashtag no auger. Yeah, the struggle will be real. But game time, as far as I know, the Fun Pimps had said that they are going to continue with this. They posted a message in the official forums the other day, basically just stating that they are going to continue updating the console version of the game. And they were able to get the rights back to the game from Telltale. I wish you could. I wish you could go faster with this thing. But yeah, if you haven't seen... Well, I don't know why I would show it from this side. Let me, basically I'm just waiting for this. This is such a weird bug in the game. I don't know why it does that. And it never did that until I turned on distant terrain. Walk through it. No way. It's weird. But yeah, I was definitely bummed to hear about Telltale. Like, I hadn't played much of their stuff, other than this, of course. But yeah, I'd played a little bit of The Walking Dead, and it seemed like a really good game. I'm just bummed to hear that they went out of business. Hello, Ivo. Yeah, still have a ton of steel. Oh, I forgot to eat and drink before I left. Oh, that was terrible. But yeah, I haven't really had to use it just yet. It's about to vanish. They're here pretty soon. Yeah, it sounded like somebody else is going to be picking up the Walking Dead series. Not sure how that'll turn out with somebody else taking over, but at least it won't be like just getting dropped. So if anyone has not seen this in a little while, I'll pop up to the top here. I was actually able to get the iron bars to span the entire width of this top, which is amazing. I've never had that many iron bars before. Let me see, do I have a million rebar friends? I do. Ugh, that should be high enough, but yeah. It's basically what we're looking at for the top of the base right now. So it's coming along, getting really close to having this finished up. Super hyped. So this will finish off all the iron bars that I need. This is where the majority of all the iron I've used so far in this build is gone. I think this should put me up to about, I don't know, probably like 1,200 or so iron bars just on this build. Which is like 120,000 iron. So much. Hey there, Shellers, how's it going? Just getting the last of the iron bars in place here. Yeet, that's it. Yeah, I did a ton of grinding to get all the iron for that. But I'm super excited, like it's all done. There's about 1,000 right here in the center. And then, I don't know, 25, 50, 75, 100, about 140 for each of the sides there. Ooh, that's got open in my face. I gotta be careful with that. I still need to, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with the lighting. I'm pretty sure I know how I'm gonna set it up, but... Go ahead and turn this down. I can hear the, robot talking a bit too much. But, oh yeah, what I was doing off stream, was basically adding in a 3 high wall all the way around, because the zombies were just like tearing into the stone down there. And I cannot be having that. Need some corners. So this is going to be the spider defense, basically. Let's just make 20 in case I like mess up. And I have too much stuff on my belt. Right on. There's thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. But let's see. Game time? Let's see what games. Like, I don't know. I have been a pretty big fan of Bethesda games for a very long time. I have very much a love-hate relationship with them. I love the fact that they're awesome games. I hate the fact that they rarely work. And you have to go through a lot of crap just to get your game to function properly. Also, I'm a fan of like first-person shooters. It's been a while since I've, like seriously played a Call of Duty game. But I play like, Killing Floor and some stuff like that. Actually, I'll be getting Black Ops 4 when it comes out, mainly because they added in the, I wanted to call it PUBG, but their Battle Royale game type. It kind of like fixed, to me it fixed a lot of issues of why I stopped playing Call of Duty. Oh man, I love playing some zombies. Oops. Yeah, I've always been a pretty big fan of playing zombies. It's a lot of fun. So I'll absolutely be checking that out. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just adding on the corners, and then I should be able to add the rest from the top of the base. That's my hope. Oh man. But yeah, when it comes to like Call of Duty, the last game that I seriously played was Black Ops 2. That was honestly the last one that I purchased as well. I did end up getting Infinite Warfare with my PlayStation when I bought it. So I played a little bit of the multiplayer, but really have just put a lot of time into the zombies, and that's about it. And the first two maps were really, really good. Things got ridiculously complicated after that, I felt, so I didn't really invest a whole lot of time into them after that. Oh, nice. Yeah, I only did the first two Easter eggs. The Zombies in Spaceland and Rave in the Redwoods. Did the, like, full sticker pack and the boss fight. Yeah. Yeah, I think I started playing Call of Duty around, like, Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, that was, yeah, because I went over to my friend's house and played it for the first time, and then I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. And then I, like, poured a ton of my life into it until, I finally just ended up getting seriously irritated with the way people play the game. Like, I think the game itself is fine. It's just the way that the community plays it kind of ruins it for me. The Garud Crowley? I'm not familiar with that one. Is that an Infinite Warfare? Or was it, oh jeez, that's too high. That's like if we're reading chat. Or is it in a, like, different game? Oops, that's sideways. Oh, it was Black Ops 3. But yeah, I feel you game time, like, it can be really rough. You got people just like camped out in corners with Black Ops 2 is like shock charges and bouncing betties, and they're like sitting back there with a rocket launcher. It's like, what are you doing? It's like you're not even playing the game anymore. But it was like, whenever I played with my friends, like in private matches and stuff, those were like some of the funnest matches I ever had. Because nobody played like that. Like everybody was actually like running around the map and like defending objectives and doing stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, well, you're probably not, it's not on a ton. I would be really interested to see what they do with zombies this time through. Yeah, I absolutely agree. It's just kind of what bugged me. It's like, unless you had a party where you knew all of your squad mates were focused on the objective, like you just have people who just weren't even interested in playing the objective. They'd just be trying to get a bunch of kills or something like that. And like they would end up with a ton of kills, but you'd still lose the match. Ah, no, I didn't. I didn't know they have behemoths on the War of the Walkers. I didn't know that was a thing. But that's nuts. I'll have to go back and check that, that replay out. This is one thing I hadn't really thought of. I can only... Episode 13, huh? I don't have a way to place anything up here. So there's going to be this gap if I do. Huh. Possibly. I mean, that should be good. If I do these two sides, I mean, it should be alright, but let's see what we've got here. Oh my gosh. A barehanded bear zombie fight? That's pretty nuts. Let's see. Hey there, Zombie Smasher. I mean, I could replace their... I guess there's no reason to destroy that. I wonder if I should just leave them as they are. I mean, that might be kind of odd. And I really don't think I'm gonna have a ton of spiders coming up here, but it's mainly just like a precautionary measure. Oops. But yeah, I'll have to think about that. I don't know if I should add in another block or like replace these or not. Actually, I'm just gonna throw that out. Zombie Smasher, like, I don't know. We might be able to play one of these days. I've just been kind of busy doing all of this. As you can see, there's been a lot of doing. That does look a little weird. Oh, the tiny little quarter block just chilling there. I guess what I could do, well, maybe if I put some spikes, maybe I could put some spikes down here, just in case spiders do make their way up to the top there. And they'd probably get messed up on the spikes on that spot, and I might not have to worry about this section right here. Alright, I'll have to think about that. Think about how I want to do that. At the very least, I might go ahead and replace this block so it butts up against that right there. Oh man. But anyway, Zombie Smasher, do you not have any other, like, friends who play the game? Because you can join, like, an online server, or if you have an online game, you can, like, invite people to join, or something like that. That is a bummer. But yeah, I mean, it already does have that sawtooth look on it for the inside. So I guess it wouldn't be too bad on the outside, you know. I just probably would have done this differently. Hey there, -0. How's it going? But I guess that's kind of like another part about doing this build is it's yet again another learning experience and using different, you know, styles of building. This is the first time I've ever used a diagonal wall. I gotta think about that. I just keep looking at it, hoping that the answer is just gonna pop out for me. But I don't think it's gonna be, you know, too big of an issue. Honestly. With a low, I mean, even having the spawn rate set on very high on console, you just don't really get that many. Who's out? Okay. It's like, I know I heard somebody. Oh no, they're gonna fall into the pit. Well, at least I put the concrete around that one. Zombies don't mess up my stuff. The space isn't ready yet. You'd like to think so. Most of them tend to just jump right in, though, like they're going for a swim or something, I don't know. They should just, like, walk right up the ramps here. But, I mean, that's the idea. See, watch. Oh, they know I'm here now. Let me go ahead and hop down real quick. Oh, look, they made it! Congrats! Oh, that's a cop. But that's at least, you know, looking hopeful. He's gonna pop. Okay, cool. But that makes me hopeful that they were able to make their way up here. Oh, I thought he was gonna run sooner than that. See who else we got. See, some of them just like hopped right in. But I think like when I'm done, I'll end up having barbed wire all the way around this. And I'm hoping that'll kind of help point them in the right direction. Oh wow. Yeah, that's the only thing that's, I don't know, it makes me nervous about this build is that they might not be able to find their way into it. The AI pathing is pretty terrible still. That's why I ended up making the pits so large. I think the last time I tried a build like this, the reason it didn't work is the pits were too narrow. And so they kept trying to just run across. I have way too much junk on me. Hopefully with these ridiculously oversized pits, they should be able to kind of figure out what they're doing. Alright, go deal with those couple of stragglers who decided to jump on in. I almost like always close my door as I'm going through, but I'm going to be coming right back out, so might as well just leave it open, right? They're just beating on my wall. And it's like, I just did this last night while I was off stream, because they kept like tearing into all of the stone over there. Where was she at? Well, she didn't do much damage. I haven't heard that saying in a very long time. I don't know what that was originally from, but I remember seeing it on, what was it, the Animaniacs when I was a kid. Wacko used to say that all the time. Well, that was a very nice rotation. But I was excited that at least if, you know, half of them made their way into the base like they were supposed to. And I'm hoping having barbed wire around the edge will kind of help out with that. Pick it up. Alright, almost done with this. And I think I'm going to take a look at the lighting situation. I want to get that sorted out. And that'll also let me know if I have too many lights. If I get a wandering horde and I start getting a lot of frame loss, then I'll need to adjust the lighting. Although the wandering hordes are much larger than the horde knight. Which always drives me nuts. It's like, why are you limiting me on horde knights so much when like the wandering hordes are more than twice the size? And I am also thinking about putting spikes underneath this edge. So if they do crawl up, they won't just keep bouncing off of the edge there, they'll actually eventually kill themselves on it. But I think what I might do, just to save me from having to auger out all of these blocks, especially these that I've made steel, I probably should have waited on that, is I might just fill this area right down there with wood spikes. Like, they break easily, but they do a ton of damage and should kill a spider before they can make their way through it. Sweet, that's the last section. And there was the rotation right at the beginning. Sweet. Okay. So that's taken care of. I'll kind of figure out what I want to do with that. Like, I'll think about it. Sort that out a bit later. I'm gonna take a quick peek, see what this looks like. That's not bad. Yeah, I think if I just fill that area with wood spikes, that should be good. There's another project that I need to work on. I'm going to extend the concrete out to about here. I was going to go a little bit farther, but I've got this weird glitched out spot in the game, so I don't really want to get too close to it. Like, I can't get rid of this spot. Like, no matter what I've tried, it won't be gotten rid of. And I also can't put, like, frames around certain areas on here. It's like right there. I don't know. It's just a messed up spot, so I think I'm gonna stop the extension of the concrete right around here. That kind of bums me out. It's like I have 4 blocks of Hub City area that are completely flat, except for that one spot that I can't do anything about. But it's fine, it's fine. So let's go grab spotlights, the reinforced iron plates. Kind of see what we're looking at here. I could probably put some of this concrete away. I'm carrying a ton of it. That's business class. Oh, there they are. Reinforced metal siding. That's all I should need. Probably take a bit of scrap with me. Oh no, it's forged iron, I believe. To upgrade those. I'm done with the iron bars. Super stoked to be done with those. Took so many resources to get that sorted out. I'm actually gonna, well, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna grab it just for looks. I think I might put the business class over the front of the spotlight. Like, it'll get broken with a single hit, but as long as no one hits it, it should look alright. If I had a little bit more space to work with, I could actually set up iron bars in front. I'm thinking I'll do something like that. Lights up a pretty good amount of space. I almost think I should have moved him back one. I'm looking at where the light hits right here. Oh man. Have you already forgotten what it's like to play on console? Are you that thoroughly a part of the PC master race? We can't. We cannot angle them. They just are what they are. Oh, gee, look! Apparently I had a dog horde come through. Holy crap! Oh, oh man, that's what I get for not paying attention. Well, now I gotta go fix my leg. There's like 20 dogs down there. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but man, they just went for it. Oh man, but yeah, I'll have to see. Oh, oops. I don't know where that. Oh, that's where it hit. It did like 1 point of damage. I'll have to see what I can do with the lighting up there. Well, at least the dogs die on impact, even without spikes. That's great, it's a lot of free leather. And if you happen to have a ton of extra leather laying around, it sells pretty well. Poor dog's my foot. I have been, like, brutally bitten and made to bleed and been infected and been killed by so many dogs. Like, I feel no sympathy for them. Oh man, that'd be a lot of fun. I really wish I could. Oops, not what I meant to do. Alright. Oh, right on. Yeah, I do need to look around and see what I can find. So even if I couldn't, like, stream from the PC, just being able to play with people would be a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's like, and I'm definitely not gonna just, like, leave them hanging out up there like that. Like, I would, actually make them look like they're a part of the base. I'm just trying to get a feel for how much coverage we can get. Just like right down here is still super dark. We need more rotation options. That's really all we've got. Well, right on, game time. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, this light really doesn't even do much. I mean, I could lower it. I could lower the place where the light will sit, but that would end up just blocking that one. A bike frame with a battery and light. I mean, honestly, that would probably do it. Like, those things are crazy bright. Like, I think the placement of that one's fine. Maybe if I turned those ones around to light up the inside area, then I could actually lower these down to where they would hit farther down on there. Not much, though. That's probably about where I would set them. I don't want to be too close. Like, I don't want the zombies to be too close here. 3, 4. Then we'd be looking at a spotlight, like right there. Oh, for the love of most things, just thank you. They just sit flat. That kind of helps a little bit. But yeah, these are our rotation options. You can put them at an angle, or you can have them facing north, like facing north, south, east, or west. That's all we've got. Having that one a little bit lower does kind of help. It'd probably work. Yeah, and I may end up just turning these around to face inside to light up the inside here. I need to grab my wrench. To the wrench! Drop some of those frames off as well. Oh, this would be interesting. The lighting just doesn't really reach as far as I would like it to. Oh man. The fire barrels would be kind of neat, but they will absolutely kill the frame rate. Fire is really bad on console. That's not bad. I think I will have those facing this way. That actually lights up a pretty good area. If I have one for each opening like that, that should work. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess around with this idea a bit. These are not light up as much area as I thought they would. Jump! Dude's too short. I was trying to save myself from having to put the frames back on. Right, that's off. Oh yeah. That might work. Well, you just jumped up there. Ugh. You short son of a gun. I think these are okay. Like, even being as high up as they are, I mean, they're not too bad. They reach down to here. This I kind of like. And I need more spotlights, and lots of them. I think the height and everything is fine on these ones. Oops. There we go. And it should be nighttime pretty soon, so I'll be able to get a better feel for how these are going to work. Okay, yeah, let's move the mining helmet off. That's not bad. Like, I think that'll kind of give me plenty of light right around here. The center might be a little bit dark, but I don't really see that as being too much of an issue. Right on, Natural. Take care, man. I'll see you around soon. Right on, man. I'll be working late tonight, but I might be able to stop in at some point. Cool. Yeah, I'll have to check that out and see what kind of action y'all had going on there. It's pretty much the look I wanted to go with on that. I don't really like the way these look unupgraded, but if you upgrade them, they're not bad. Ah, thanks, man. Yeah, the glass is really susceptible to breaking, but kind of now it looks like it's actually a part of the base rather than just a couple of lights hanging down. But I think that's what I'm gonna do for the inside lights. All of these right here. I like the way that looks. Yeah, that's one of the interesting things about console right now is like lights just stay on. Honestly, I'd rather have a setup where you had to do like the wiring and uh, make sure you had enough fuel to run everything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would. If we had those on here, I would definitely make these taller. And I could make them taller, because if we had the behemoth, we'd probably also be able to angle the lights, and we could just angle them down. Yeah, pretty excited for the ability to angle the lighting. Oops, out of forged iron. I wonder if I'm completely out of forged iron. Right on. Have a good day, man. Like I said, I'll try to stop by if y'all are still on after I get off work, but I am working pretty late tonight, so we'll see. I'm hoping I have more forged iron down there, because I mean, that looks awful. I mean, if that's like if I had this going on as kind of like a theme for a base, that would be fine. But just leaving them like that, like I think that side looks much better. I have a reasonable number of hit points as well, after you upgrade them like that. One of these times I'm going to drop one right in front of the light. Something I need to figure out is how many more spotlights I'm going to need. So I'm going to do 2 on each setup. So it's, if I do 2 more setups here, that's 4 per section. I need at least like 16 more lights. Should have enough batteries to make that many. That's all good. Go check for some forged iron. If not, I will have to run back to the base and make some. I do not have any. I guess something else I could do while I'm here. Let me drop some of this stuff off real quick. But I might as well go ahead and extend the concrete out. Can I get an idea for how I'm going to set that up? That's not what I want. I need something useful on the belt. If I were wandering horde come through, I'd rather have the crossbow than the machete. Yeah, I think that'll give enough lighting. I'm gonna wait to see kind of what it looks like once the sun goes down. Honestly, I might just lower those down a bit. So they do light to right up here. We'll see. We'll see. Ah, jeez. Did not mean to do that. That's such a weird glitch. I think it's right there. I guess I'm just giving myself a reference point to dig to. Why are your hitboxes so weird, game? I'll be looking like straight ahead of me, and then just hit the ground underneath. That was driving me nuts. Okay. I'll say all that has to go. This is going to be the toughest part. All the destroyed stone is super easy to get rid of. But where the road meets the base here, you have all this concrete. I guess the other stuff's kind of adobe. It's like 1200 hit points. I think that's what adobe is. Luckily, it's not much. This is basically just to make things look a little bit nicer. kind of up my sand collection. Not by much. I may need to make another trip to the desert before too long. Although I have a ridiculous amount of stone right now. And you can turn that stone directly into sand. I think it's even a 1-for-1 trade-off on it. Alright. Some of the easiest digging I've done on this build yet. Maybe it's kind of better that I'm not going out. Like, I was originally planning on going out like 10 blocks, which would have been like 9 blocks from this one right here. And now I'm only doing 7. That's a lot of extra stone. Concrete, I mean. Still got space. Stone and sand is super valuable. Absolutely do not want to be wasting any of it. Nice. I might as well just continue this across the street while I'm at it. Uneven terrain. It makes it so hard to place blocks. I assume this would be a lot easier of an adjustment, like if you're on the, PC with a mouse. Like fine tuning or like fine adjustments are not the easiest thing to do on a console. Might as well upgrade these in sections. Sometimes if you have a lot of concrete drying at the same time, it can cause some issues. But mainly, like, I had a whole section that I wasn't even sure if it was going to dry. Had a whole wall up top that didn't look like it was going to dry. It made me pretty nervous. This is going to leave a slight lip. Just like right here. And I'm hoping that it won't be enough to get the zombies hung up on. Sometimes, like, the slightest lip will get them where they get stuck in that perpetual jumping stage. And they just, like, jump up and down because they can't really figure out what they're supposed to do. I don't remember if I actually started with a stack of 500 frames or not. I kind of like to do that a lot of times just because it will let me know how many frames I'm putting down in each section. Let's go ahead and upgrade this. It's not too bad though. Like I said, I would have liked to have this a little bit farther out. That one weird block. Well, I guess it's not even like just one block. Like, the few blocks around it also are kind of glitched out. Even though you can't see anything there, there's actually blocks there. Like, I can place blocks on top of the nothing that's there. So that's kind of some weird business there. Cool. Well, that's doing a bit of drying. Let's check out the lighting situation. So this is not bad. It starts lighting from right here. I kind of wish it would be down here. I wonder if I could put like, I really don't want to put anything else out here, but I could put like an arch or something, you know, an archway that just had some lighting to light up this front section. Maybe a couple street lamps, but really it's like the more things you have out there, the more prone zombies are to getting hung up on all of it. This is not bad at all. I kind of like this. Even with the mining helmet off, it's really not too dark. If I turn it on, absolutely good. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave these 8 lights the way they are. I'm going to try to figure out if I want to leave those as they are. I think if I have a section here, just lower them down a bit, they might kind of help light up this area. Do I have any more? I do have another spotlight on me. Let me check it out. So they would end up being right there. A little bit lower. I think that's right. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then yeah, be on the fifth. I don't know, it really doesn't do very much. Kinda, you can see a little bit of the light coming down this way, but beyond that, it doesn't really do a whole lot. Do I still have my wrench? I do have my wrench. Yeah, I mean, you could see kind of the light that it brought out over on this side here, but that was about it. That'll light up the front end here. And get all the way out to here. It's not too bad. Honestly, I could probably lower those. Actually, I'll have to. If I put this here, I'll most likely build all the way up to the top. And that's really gonna block the majority of that light. Yeah. This is just an idea I'm gonna have to mess around with a bit more. Not entirely sure how I want all that to be. Like, it'd be nice if some of the other lighting would reach farther down. Like, most of the other lights only reach like 3 blocks down. We got a bunch of zombies just hanging out there. You can see them kind of spawning out there as well. Can I sneak over here and do some work? No, I don't think so. I don't know, he's rather oblivious. I might have been able to. See if I can just get this guy over here. Oh, nope, they saw me. Oh, the dogs are crazy. There's like one hit and I'm bleeding out. Alright. Oh, because it's a dog horde. Good times. And I'm bleeding again. Like, I just used a bandage. Oh my gosh. Like, what's the point of even having purple armor? Like, I've got a full set of purple military gear, but every time a dog hits me, I start bleeding. Like, what's the point? Alright. Not even sure why I really pick up the shotgun ammo. I never use shotguns. They're kind of useless on insane difficulty. They really don't do anything to the zombies. The zombies just keep running at you. Just kind of look at you like, what are you doing? Alright. Oh, there's still a dog over here. Alright. I thought he was going to start running at me, that's why I didn't fire. Getting a pretty good amount of weather while I'm out here. I think I took 60 down there earlier. Yeah, I think this will end up being, far enough. Like, it's not gonna look as good, but it'll look pretty good anyway. Man, I can't believe I had to use 3 medkits in that one fight. Those dogs are ridiculous. It'd be nice. Like, I wonder if going back to like the iron armor, it looks like the iron armor actually covers more of your body. I don't know if they take that into consideration, but if it does, like, maybe it's because I have these tiny little leg armor and boots. Like, the iron armor, leg armor and boots pretty much meet. So I wonder if I would bleed less with that on. It looks like each of these 4 sections is going to take over 500 frames. Kind of about 2,000 just to get all of this done. It's not like terrible though. I'm sure I don't have anyone like hanging out in the pits. Every once in a while someone will just fall in there. I won't notice that they're down there for a while and they'll just be like beating on a wall. Oops. I guess that's not too bad. I just like repaired the asphalt a little bit. That is one thing, like if you are using asphalt on a build or just want to repair up the road, you can just use some concrete to do so. What I'm going to end up doing is the street section, because it's not as high, I'm going to put some ramps. Kind of help the zombies on up there. They will absolutely get stuck on this. Although I was excited that the last few zombies who kind of spawned over here ran up there, made their way into the center like they're supposed to, which is nice. Try to do this without digging any extra holes. Wish they would use something that was a little less durable right here. I remember when I first was kind of cleaning up the area. Jeez, don't you wait. I was trying to punch this grass right here that you see. Only to find out that it's actually a part of whatever block the developers used here. Cannot punch that stuff down, because it has 3,000 hit points. Oops. Yeah, I can't quite run and catch all of those. It'd be nice if you could. Okay. Yeah, that's not much of a lip, but honestly, I'll probably want to put ramps here as well. Really, like, I'm doing all that I can to help the zombies out. I need them to make it into the base without getting stuck. If they end up getting stuck somewhere, it's really just gonna make the horde night super boring, because I'll have a bunch of zombies out here just jumping up and down and not coming in to the base where I can kill them. Looks a little weird on this transition here, but that'll really help them just like get right into the base. And I'll be smoothing all of this out as well. Like if you just have some uneven asphalt, it's like you can just lay frames down. Basically with like any type of terrain like that. And it just smooths it out. So it looks better, it like is the same level as the rest. So I'll be doing that all the way around as well. And my dude is super thirsty. Should probably go get him a drink. Oh, I didn't dig this section up. Still need to figure out how I'm going to work the lighting on there. I think lowering these ones is probably going to be my best bet. That'll give it, basically allow it to cover the most area. And I probably won't have to add any extras. Okay. Sweet. Nice. That's not too bad. Basically, I'll just need to do that all the way around. Is there a zombie over here? Oh, I guess I didn't clean up all the zombies last time. Anything good? No, not really. No, not really. That'll keep me away from here, but then also give the base kind of a cleaner look, I think. Sweet. Well, my dude is about to be dehydrated to death, and I need to go get more forged iron so I can upgrade all of these. This is what, this is the look I'm going for, right here. I just need to get more forged iron to switch all those over. I am a pretty big fan of the reinforced iron plates, though. I think that's what they're called. Don't die on me now. Alright, drop some of this stuff off, head back to the other base. I think I'm pretty well good to go on concrete out here. Let's see how much rebar I've got. 2,000. I might have enough out here to do what I need. some goodies that the cop dropped off for us. Yeah, what did I drop here? Sorry. Oh, okay. I think it was just some rotted flesh. I forgot about that. Never mind. Ooh, things are coming together. Still need to figure out what I'm going to do about the overhang on the diagonal wall there. The pits are all pretty much good to go. They need their spikes. Pretty excited by this. I think that looks nice. Oh, you know what? Now that this is finished, I can actually drive through here. Success. But yeah, it's starting to come together. It's almost done. Pretty hyped about that. Oh no! Yeah. I actually picked these up. I'm not going to be extending it out this far. I think that was when I was thinking about doing it 10 blocks. Right on, Johnny. I appreciate it as always. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thank you. Yeah, it's starting to come together. Need to kind of figure out a few more things, but there's really not too much left to do. A couple of time-consuming tasks, but, you know, not that many tasks left. Now I'm just heading back to pick up more supplies. Let's see, what time is it? Wednesday, 5:87. Horde day is 5:88. So next time I stream, I'll definitely be doing that. Not at this new base, of course. Be heading over to, I think I'll go over to the desert base this time. Wait for everything to spawn in here. Okay. There we go. Game was not ready for me to head back yet. Okay, no extra junk. I need to organize some of this. This is basically all just for sale, but kind of I can probably put a couple of these things together. Maybe use some of these parts to repair up my Magnum and whatnot. So many bones. Starting to get a good collection of leather again. Like each of these sells for like 4,400 bucks. So that's not too bad. Oh my gosh, all my forges are out. I stayed away too long. But at least I don't have a, the screamer's constantly just wandering around my base right now. Oh yeah, I need to see if I have any, I guess it wouldn't be over here. It would probably be not in there. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and take both of those with me. I'm gonna need some of that, some of that, some of that. What does it take to make spotlights? Because I think I need about 16 more of those. Sweet. With a few batteries to spare. One of the things that is rough about doing this is you can't, like, craft a bunch of these at once. It says it's going to take 224, but it only lets you do, like, one at a time. The good thing, though, is this is a great way to get your science up. Just sit here and craft off a bunch of lights. And they only take 7 seconds apiece, so it's not too bad. Still, I get a little impatient. But yeah, I'm not sure why you can only craft one of these at a time. Let me see if it'll just let me do it. It says 31 seconds. Yeah, it only does one at a time. It's so weird. But maybe it's just so you don't accidentally burn up all of your batteries at once when you didn't mean to. Okay. Make sure I'm topped off on the food and the water. Sweet. Oh yeah, the headlights. I'm glad that I did that battery run a little while back. So that's all good. I just need to get everything running again. I think it's going to be just about time for me to call it for the day. Man, I can't believe I burned all of my iron. I had so much iron in that chest. That chest was basically full. Oh, still not enough. But yeah, this was pretty much full. I think about down to here or so. And I have used it all up. What I will do though, is make like 500 frames in each of these. So I probably don't need them right now, but I'm sure I will need them soon. How much steel can we actually make? 1,300? I have a feeling the steel that I do have available is going to vanish pretty quickly. Okay. Awesome. Let's go ahead and head up to the top. There we go. Yeah, I still need to figure out what I'm going to do in here. This is just kind of like a fun little side project. But yeah, just hang out here on my porch. Thanks for everyone who came and checked out the stream today. It was a ton of fun getting to hang out with everybody. And yeah, hopefully next time I'm on, I'll be able to get that base really, really close to being done. Not too many more projects, like I said. A couple of time-consuming ones, but really not much left. Anyway, y'all take care, and I will see you all around.